Stilfontein in the northwest has gone underground at one of the shafts near the small town to ascertain the whereabouts and well-being of alleged illegal mine workers who've been underground for several months now. He was part of a larger group of people who gathered at Shaft 11 earlier today under the watchful eye of the police. Close to 1,000 alleged illegal mine workers have emerged from the underground since the middle of October after police and SANDF members prevented others from providing them with food and medicine underground. A man who managed to come up to the surface earlier told the SABC that he is worried about the health of others who are still underground and that a number of people have already died. The community has been insisting that those who are unaccounted for be rescued. Police say they're unable to comment on the matter at this stage. Let's take you to SABC News reporter Zebulon Maina, who has been covering the story for us. He joins us to expand on the latest. A very good evening to you, Zebulon. We know that this is a very concerning story, a developing one which you have been monitoring. It builds up on last week's apprehension of hundreds of individuals over the weekend. What is the latest?
Good to you, the viewers out there. Basically, this afternoon we went to 11 Shaft in Stilfontein. It's an abandoned shaft where we found community members together with the police. But the reason why the community's members rather were there was because they wanted to retrieve the miners who are still trapped underground. But what happened is that one community member who volunteered to go underground, he was lowered underground by ropes to go and assess the situation if it is safe to do so. But after a while, when he came out, he was saying that the situation underground is very bad, of which about 4,500 mine workers, illegal mine workers, are still trapped underground. Some of them, they are dehydrated. Some of them, they need food. And also, he explained that there are unconfirmed number of dead bodies underground. Now, the community are saying that they want to be there in order to make sure that they retrieve all those illegal mine workers who are still trapped underground, because they were saying, when we spoke to them, they were saying that it is their brothers, their husband, and so on. So that's why they are there in order to assist, in order to retrieve them. But one community member that we spoke to, he was saying that they need to go to a drawing board in order to what can I say? In order to check how are they going to continue with this operation. And he was saying that it took them 2 to 3 weeks in order for them to come up with this kind of an operation. But the way things were explained underground, they need to go back to the drawing board in order for them, when they come back, they see how are they going to retrieve these illegal mine workers together with those who have alleged to have died underground. But we spoke to the police as well, and the police were saying that their presence there is only to assist the mine workers. And we did ask them that if this community, these illegal mine workers, are able to get food underground, because the community were trying to gather some funds in order to buy food for them. So the police were saying that if they get food and they get strength and they are able to come out, what they are going to do, they are only going to arrest them, because what they are doing is an illegal activity.
And I know, of course, as the various civil society organizations and community members get more and more involved in trying to establish what may have happened to their loved ones underground, or perhaps even just trying to get a sense of what is happening, where has the blame been pointed at? Because I know there's also, community members alleging that rights violations were occurring as authorities attempt to regulate illegal mining activity.
Well, last week we spoke to one community member who was saying to us that from the beginning, when the police together with SANDF started with this Operation Valumgodi, they were engaging the police in order how they want to assist them in order to retrieve those illegal mine workers. But they blamed the police, saying that the police decided to do things on their own without informing them, since, well, they are the ones who approached them in order to come up with a solution in order to retrieve those illegal mine workers underground. So they are saying that if the police police rather could have cooperated with them, they would have been able at least to save some of the lives that might have been lost underground. But they are saying that the police basically are the ones who neglected them. They should have done this thing together as they started from the beginning up until now. But now the police decided to go to those abandoned shafts and close them. So that's why there are so many illegal mine workers who are still trapped underground.
What has the reaction been from government officials, as police try and handle the criminal element of it? There is, of course, a much bigger conversation around illegal mining, the impact on the community, and the reasons behind why so many young men and women are going underground.
Well, MEC for the Department of Public Safety and Transport Management, Vessels Morongi, visited the area last week where we managed to engage with him with regards to what is happening in Stilfontein. He was saying that that is an illegal activity that's disrupt economy of the country. But he was saying that his concern about this illegal operation because of it is not only happening in Klerksdorp, it is also happening in Rustenburg, where he was saying to us that some of the oxygen cables in one of the mines in Rustenburg were cut off by these illegal mine workers, and it has claimed some lives of the mine workers who are working that side. So he was saying that the police should continue with this operation of Valumgodi because of that is a concern to them. And also he was saying, despite the fact that there's a high rate of unemployment, the law in order for you to have legal license to mine must be followed, not to do things illegally. That's why he was saying that the issue here is, despite the fact that it's a high rate of unemployment in the province, but also community, they need to respect the law when it comes to do illegal operations in these illegal mines. Because we understand that according to some community members that we spoke to earlier on, they were saying that this shaft number 11 of VMR, it was rehabilitated. So these illegal mine workers, they decided to open it and go underground.
Very well. Thank you so much. We will, of course, be keeping a very close eye as Zeblon Maine continues to monitor the developments on the story. Our SABC News reporter giving us the latest there on the ground.